Thank you, Mr. Secretary. My name is Julian Payne. I'm President of the Canadian Chamber. Thank you very much for a very interesting presentation. One point in your presentation, you made reference to a draft bill in the Congress. I have three questions, very related. Is that the same draft bill that was tabled by the previous administration? Secondly, if it is, are you aware that using the IMF objective methodology, the Philippines already has one of the highest effective tax rates in the world for a mining economy? And third, are you aware that if that bill is the same and it's put into effect, it will in effect put an average effective tax rate of 79%, which will make the mining industry totally uncompetitive, and you will lose potentially up to 1.2 million jobs? Thank you.
Yes, the information given on that in the previous administration was incorrect. Julian's right. The taxes you get are already high.
Yeah, the draft bill that is now in Congress is the same bill that was submitted in the previous administrations. And anyway, that's for Congress to determine its viability on how the taxes are to be determined here in the Philippines. We are too aware of the other countries, other mining countries' taxes are concerned as far as mining is. No? So far, as we look at it, if we only take into the direct taxes being collected by other countries as well as in the Philippines, it's more likely within the same range. No? But taking into consideration the whole taxes that comes in to the government as far as the mining sector is concerned, it might be on the, a little bit on the upper side, but taking into consideration also the incentives and benefits that we are providing with the mining sectors as far as incentives are concerned, is also on the high side as far as the Philippine setting is concerned. Like for example, if you are registered with the PESA, you get you only pay 5% out of all the taxes that are being to be collected by the government. So we will let Congress do its work on how to determine the revenue as far as the government share on mining is concerned. So it's too early to say that it is not fair or it is on the high side. But anyway, it is subject to the consultation as far as Congress is concerned.
I'm always a very hopeful person, so I'd like to hope that the Congress people will listen to the experts from the Department of Environment and Natural Resources on their recommendations of what the tax should be. And I agree with Julian. What you need to do is look at the facts properly, because that hasn't been done in the previous administration. We need to present to Congress what the real total tax is that the mining companies are paying. I don't think Congress has got that number.
Well, we'll take into consideration all the comments and suggestions as far as the revenue bill is concerned, and we'll present that to Congress as well.
Thank you. Please.
As a very brief follow-up, I was surprised by the reply to my question that DENR is washing its hands on that draft bill and leaving it up to Congress. My recollection is that that draft bill was on the recommendation of the MICC, in which the DENR plays a major role. I have a specific request to the Secretary that that bill go back to the MICC, and under the enlightened leadership of its new co-chairs, it be looked at objectively and amended so it actually will serve a proper purpose. My request, Mr. Secretary, is you request that draft bill go back to the MICC, and under your leadership and Secretary Dominguez, it be re-examined. Thank you.
This is on taxes, Mr. Secretary. I was just asking if you re-look at the bill that's been put into Congress.
We'll take note of that suggestions, and we'll consult the DOF